Nat Decants is an application that's going to not only just bring you wine pairings and reviews, but it's going to let you create and keep your own cellar, your own wine cellar information right on your iPhone. So from the beginning here, we get a welcome message. We can go ahead and get rid of that, and it takes us right into our pairings where we can do searches for if we have different types of wines. We can tap and then of course get different foods that match with those wines. So we can also scroll down and start with foods and get wines that match those types of foods. And this, we clicked on like ham, but it's not general, it's very specific. We can come in here and choose from a lot of different types of foods under those categories and get wines that work well, that pair well specifically there. And then of course once we get in here, we can share that on Twitter or Facebook. We could tap on that wine and go and learn more about it. We can also add it to our cellar. So I have my shopping list. I can make a shopping list. We have our wine list, my cellar or my consumed cellar. So not only can you add wines to your cellar, but you can also move them over to your consumed cellar. So yeah, it's not a wine that's in your cellar anymore, but it has a history, which your actual wine cellar wouldn't unless you had some sort of log that you kept track of stuff in. But in this app you can do that. So it also gives some suggestions of some wines down here and prices and reviews and all that stuff. I could read a full review by tapping on it, or I could easily tap and add this to my wish list. So let's just go ahead and do that. And of course it's going to want me to log in and create an account so that I can save all of that information. So you'd want to do that so you have access to it. I can go and view free reviews or premium reviews. Free reviews obviously are reviews that we can view at no cost to us. So let's just go ahead and look at one of those. We can sort here by wine with tasting notes and then with images. So let's go and view a full review of this wine and see what that looks like. We've got the score, all the basic information, what it pairs well with, and then of course our ability to share it. We then have the drop down where we can add it to our list or our consumed cellar. Under cellar, we would want to log in, and once we logged in, we would have a very simple view of all of that information so that we can see everything that's in our cellar. It's very easy to share this application with other people, Twitter, Facebook, and email. And then under more, there is a lot of information. We've got her articles, her blog, she's got a book, we can contact her. There's a wine glossary in case you're not up on a lot of the terminology. There is a lot of information in this application. Under the newsletter, we can read her newsletter, which she publishes monthly. There are recipes on top of that, so if this app hasn't provided enough, now you can get the pairing, figure out what foods, and then here are some things that you can make to eat with your wine as well. There's a what's new, and then there's also a wineries kind of location tool that shows you some wineries in different areas. So this application has tons of information, and it's a free application. If you find that one of these icons from this section you would much rather have down below, you could just simply hit edit, and we could easily replace share with recipes. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we just did that, and we have recipes access right there very easily. So this application, super easy to use, very good, and it's free. So I recommend that you go ahead and get it today. It's called Nat Decants. I think you're going to enjoy it, and we'll see you next time on the Daily App Show.